What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be working on this 2J. I'm gonna be swapping it in a truck. It's a 2J CGE, came out of a Lexus IS 300 I believe. I got it for about 500 bucks. So I'm gonna be throwing it in the truck and I'm gonna boost it as well. I already ordered some of the parts. So I ordered a set of CP pistons and Manley rods. I want to throw about 14-15 pounds of boost. I want to make sure it's reliable, so I'm going to build the bottom end. On the head, I'm going to leave the head the way it is. I'm not going to throw any cams or anything. So pretty much the motor came with all the accessories that I'm going to need. And part of the harness, I think I'm going to do my own harness. I'm not going to use a standalone. I'm going to try to use the original computer from the GTE though, not from the GE. I'm going to use the GTE computer and wire it up to this motor. I also got a rear sump. I'm going to have to use a rear sump. Okay, I'm gonna put the motor on a stand so I can start taking it apart and inspect the inside. Hopefully it's clean and I don't have to replace the crankshaft or anything else. So I'm gonna be taking it apart and inspect it. If everything's good, then I'll take it to the machine shop and start working on it. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the impact because I just want to take it apart right away. And for the head bolts and the rest of the delicate stuff, I'm gonna do it by hand, but most of it I'm just gonna use the impact. Okay guys, so half the motor is off. The head doesn't look that bad. It looks like they were kind of doing the service. Like I said, it doesn't look that bad. The only thing is that water went inside the motor, so it's rusted. Hopefully I'm able to clean that rust. I'm gonna replace the pistons, so I don't care if the pistons and the rings are rusted, but I hope I don't have to do anything to the cylinders because I really want to keep it stock, at least stock diameter on the bore. But we'll see what happens. And here's the cam, both of the cams and the lifters. Like I said, it doesn't look that bad. A minor polish and it should be good to go back together. So I'm gonna continue taking the motor apart. right now. I'm gonna turn it around. Well, I'm gonna remove the accessories on the side, and then I'm gonna turn the motor around and see how the bottom end looks. Hopefully it looks clean and I don't have to worry about it, but that's how it looks for now. Alright guys, so like I said before, the pistons are rusted. I tried to turn it over and it doesn't turn over, but the rod bearings, they're all loose. So see, they're all loose. They all of them have play. So I know it's not the a rod bearing or a main. It's the pistons that got rusted. So I'm gonna turn it around, spray WD-40, let it sit for a while, and then I'm gonna try to break them loose. All right, guys. So I've been trying to turn the motor over, but I guess it's way too rusted on the cylinders. So I'm gonna spray more WD-40 and let it sit overnight. It's already dark, so I'm gonna let it sit all night, and I'm gonna try it again tomorrow. If not, I'm just gonna remove the crank, and I'm gonna be pushing the pistons out one by one. Hopefully the cylinder walls don't get damaged. If anything, I'll just let the WD sit for as long as it has to. I've done motors in the past like these ones, and they end up breaking loose. So I'm gonna hope for the best on this one as well, and hopefully it breaks loose. I don't have to damage the cylinder walls, but we'll see what happens. All right, guys, so I'm gonna let this sit overnight, but for the meanwhile, I have a lot of parts to clean. So I'm gonna start cleaning the parts and getting them ready. I also have to clean all the accessories, so I'm gonna start cleaning the parts. Okay, so here's the pistons, the mains, the crank, and the block. I hope I get away with the honing the cylinders. I doubt it. I'm gonna turn this around right now and look at it, see how it looks on the cylinders. But if not, I don't mind going bigger pistons. I didn't want to go bigger, but if I have no choice, I'll go bigger. So I'm gonna turn it around, inspect the cylinders, and let's see what the machine shop has to tell me. Okay, guys, so here's one of the pistons from the 2J. This is the GE. I want to show you guys the difference between the rods. So this is the Manley rods, and this is the GE. You guys can see the difference on thickness and the design as well. This is designed for more pressure, and this is the piston right here. Okay, for the piston, you can't tell the difference other than this one's dirty, that one's clean. But the difference is that this is forged, and I went they're originally 86 millimeters. This one I went 86.5. I have to open the bore a little bit because these pistons were rusted, and they had to go slightly bigger to clean the cylinders. But anything other than that, these are better pistons. Okay, so I got the head back from the machine shop. I took the head in first because I was working on the motor. I was doing a couple of things before taking it. I was getting it ready, but the head is done. I didn't do much. All I did was replace the seals, resurface it, and they did some work on the valves. Everything stock, nothing aftermarket, you know. So the head is ready. Like I said, I'm not gonna build big power. If anything, I want like 400, 450. I'll be happy with that. I'm gonna try to keep the stock ECU. So here I have a stock ECU. I'm gonna try to use that one, see how it works. I've been using those for a while, and you could easily make like over 350, no problem. So I'm gonna see how it goes with that one. I got a fuel rail. I bought an intake, and the guy gave me a fuel rail, so I'm gonna try to use it. I also have a aftermarket intake, so I'm gonna be using this aftermarket intake. I got another one over here, but the throttle is a lot bigger on this one than this one, so I'm not gonna be using this. Even though it's a nice intake, it's a one piece. I don't have to do much. All I gotta do is bolt it on. On this one, I gotta weld it to my other half of my intake, my lower half of the intake on the 2J. I also got, I already ordered some fittings for the turbo, for the oil feed, oil return. Here's the hoses to feed the turbo. I also got gaskets, some gaskets and seals. These are the seals. The They're gonna be in another box. I got a belt. I want to put a new belt on it. I got a boost gauge. I got a fuel pump. This is a Bosch fuel pump. I've been using it. These pumps are pretty big. Let me show you guys. They're pretty decent size. And I think you could use the E85 with this pump. I'm not sure, but I heard people that see, it's a pretty big pump. It's pretty decent size. So I don't know if it's like a 300 or 350 liter per hour. I'm not sure, but it's a decent pump. I mean, I've been using it. I never had a problem with it. I'm also gonna use a push start on this truck. It's an 89, but I wanna get rid of the key, so I'm gonna put a start button. So pretty much it has those sensors, and I don't know if as long as the sensors are inside the truck it'll start, or if I have to put it next to these sensor or receiver, whatever you want to call it. But we'll find out once I install it. So let me close this box. I also got a short shifter for the truck. This is an Neve. It's a Neve short shifter, but I already bought one for my Supra. I bought one for another Supra. I used it on another pickup truck, and they work really great. And they're not that expensive, so I got another short shifter for this truck. I'm gonna keep the W58 because I don't know if I'm gonna make more than 400 horsepower. So I don't know if the truck comes with a W58 or a W55. I don't know yet, but we'll find out. I'm also gonna be using ARP. These are studs, they're not bolts. So I'm gonna go with ARP studs. Like I said, I've been using those, they work really great. I have them on a couple of Supras that I put together already, and if anything, the car for some reason runs a lot cooler than before. And so I'm gonna go with those. And then also I got a fuel pressure regulator. This is with this one goes with the AN fittings, so I'm gonna use AN fittings. I don't want to deal with clamps, so I'm just gonna use AN. And this is the head gasket. I'm gonna be using this head gasket. Like I said, in the past I used Tomei's, and I never had a problem with them. I really like it, so you know I'm comfortable using it. So I'm gonna go with a Tomei head gasket. And I got more parts over here. This is the box for the pistons. The pistons, they're in the machine shop right now. They're putting it together. So this is a piece of the harness. I might use this harness because this came out of a GTE, so I might use it. This is like an intercooler. That's a downpipe right there, and that's the head for my Supra that I'm building. So these are the parts that I clean. That's the rear main, the cover, the pulley, the mounts, everything. They're already clean. So I just gotta spray them. And here's the rear sump. I already cleaned the rear sump too. So once I get the motor back, I'm gonna put everything back together. And I got a couple of other parts. I just gotta look for them. But mainly these the major parts I already have, so I can start assembling the motor. I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to get back the motor, because I took a couple of motors. They're putting them together right now. I'm not only doing this one, I'm doing like 2 other motors. So I don't know how long they're gonna take, but I could already bring the truck in and start taking it apart, because I gotta clean it, I gotta prep it, I gotta get it ready. And if I don't get the motor back on time, I have extra motors. See, like even this one is just sitting here. I mean, it's ready to go and everything. I was just waiting for my welder, which I got back already. But if anything, I'll start dropping in the motor in the truck once I pull out the old motor and get it ready. I could start dropping this one in and do the mounts, and then once I get the other one back, the BBT. This is not a BBT. This is the distributor one, but I mean the block should be the same. So like I said, I have extra motors on the back, so if I need to start doing the mounts, I could definitely start working on the mounts. The only thing I am gonna need is the bell housing. I think I have a couple of bell housings on the back, so I mean I could definitely bring the truck in, pull out the motor, and start working on the mounts. All right, guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. As soon as I get more stuff on the truck, I'll probably do another video. But for now, that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching.